Disasters.
Accidents here happen like daily. Ng'ombe hakuna, chakula hakuna.
Pande wa wafugo inaonekana hakuna nyasi, maji ni shida. Mara tunasaidiwa tuna NGO na watabusa.
If it rains, it also floods. Okay? It floods, putting risk into the dwelling units, the households, and the livestock itself.
Man-made and natural have been part of our lives with their occurrence, magnitude and intensity, witnessing a steady rise in the past few decades with a projection of a further increase in coming days.
When the droughts come, the livestock die, and then the trees will shrink, and then death of animals become very high. Then the economic situation of the community also goes down.
We lost 70% of cattle during the drought. As well, we lost goats, sheep and goats, which is also 50%. And then for now, donkey, we as well lost 30% of donkey and 10% of camel.
From Nairobi to Mandera, Kiambu to Embu and Isiolo, stories of disasters abound, some that persist with lethal consequences.
Those children and also some adults also have been affected by this disease called Kalaza. You know, they have the swollen stomach, they become thin, they cannot feed properly.
It affects women and children. For example, for women, these men, when there's drought, they start to migrate the animals in search of water and pasture. Now they leave the women and girls behind. That exposes them to violence.
Tunapatana na disaster nyingi sababu ya ulemavu wetu. Ya kwanza ni majengo. Unaona venye building zinajengwa, unakuta zingine ni slippery, kwa hivyo kuna wenye wanatumia crutches, unakuta mtu akitembea anatereza anaanguka. Kuna zingine unakuta ziko na stairs, kwa hivyo mtu pengine akipanda na haina kitu ya kujishikilia unakuta mtu ameanguka.
In an effort to reduce impacts of disasters, a new approach has been adopted, a shift from response to disasters to mitigation. Hence the big question, who is the first responder whenever a disaster occurs?
Our NGO wakitaka kufanya kitu yoyote ni mpaka wakuje kwanza kwa community. Wanakuja kwa community, waangalie ni shida gani ndio wanapitia, ndio baadaye sasa waulize community, tukifanya hii na hii ndio itatatua shida yenu ama tufanye aje ndio mtoke kwa hii shida.
As RACIDA, we are always at the front line of supporting the community whenever such kind of disasters do happen.
Response to road accidents are our niche and our strength as an organization because we are based, we have presence in the major highways or the major black spots that have been mapped by the government.
Mid-P, we are strategically placed in the center of this community. This one enabled them to act swiftly to any disasters that occurs in this county.
However, there exist some gaps within the Kenya disaster response system, a situation that informed Juanita through local partners, Rural Agency for Community Development and Assistance, RACIDA, Marti Integrated Development Program, Mid-P, and St. John's Ambulance to develop a 3-year project aimed at strengthening the capacity of these first responders on disasters affecting communities in Mandera, Isiolo, Embu, Kiambu, and Nairobi counties, respectively.
During the onset of the project, there was an organizational capacity assessment that was done just to review on how we were responding to disasters and also the calamities that were happening in our respective counties. There was a number of concerns that were highlighted. That was the speed of response, availability of also resources to respond to disasters, and also the awareness of even the people from the ground or the community members to be able to understand where to go when they have calamities and what to do and how to respond. We didn't have some department that could be able to help in even responding to disasters.
The project, implemented in 5 selected counties in central and northern Kenya, is modeled on 3 main components: strengthening the technical capacity of the first responders, improving coordination structures, and improving community awareness on disasters.
We have been conveying radio spot messages, sensitizing the community about the floods, its risk. We have invited over public health officers, the municipality managers, to sensitize the people.
We use radios whereby we are assisted a lot by MDP, and we pass the information through the media to ensure that the information reaches all the people, because some of the information that KMD have need action by the county government and also by community themselves and the partners.
Another aspect of this program is empowering communities to carry out social audit to ensure government projects are completed within acceptable standards and are friendly to people with disability.
Now, where we are, this ELSA nursery section, the ECD department, where we had was a 2-room classroom here. There was 2 classrooms here with a corridor, and this class was used for quite some time. More than 20-30 years it has been serving the ECD classes. Now, unfortunately, one day the class was brought down by the very strong wind.
Na sisi tulipoona hiyo hali hatukuweza kuongoja, tulichukua hatua kama social auditors na vile ambavyo tulikuwa tumesoma, na tuliweza kuanza na ofisi ya ward admin. Tulipoenda kwake akatuambia hiyo haiko katika mikono yake. Kutoka hapo tukaenda mpaka kwa ofisi ya Ministry of Education, tukapatana na director ambaye sasa wako in charge na mambo ya ECD. Tukawauliza, tukaambia kulingana na budget tumesikia kwamba ELSA imeallocatiwa pesa ya kujenga nursery school.
Okay, social auditors tulikuwa tunafanya tulikuwa tunaelimisha wananchi ambao wajua haki zao. Kuna shida ambao wanapokea, especially wakati kuna kitu fulani ambao mambo kitambulisho ambao wanabewa, lazima chifu wakienda kuandikisha hizo majina za watoto zao ambao walitimiza umri ya kitambulisho miaka 18. So mzazi anaambua alipe shilingi 4,000 per person.
I encourage landlord when wanajenga nyumba, tafadhali wakijenga nyumba wacha zikuwe disability friendly, na kama ni ya gorofa, kama hawata afford lift, wacha ikuwe na chuma za kujishikilia, na wakijenga kama lazima ikuwe ya gorofa, at least watenge za chini zikuwe disability friendly, ili mwenye hataweza kupanda kule juu at least akuwe huku chini, ili pia hata sisi tuko na uwezo wa kulipa hiyo kodi ya nyumba, ili tukue hata sisi good tenants.
The 3 partners, all non-state actors, have developed tailored programs in their areas of operation geared towards maximum impact. For instance, St. John's Ambulance has identified motorcycle taxis, commonly called boda operators, as first responders during traffic accidents. The organization has been training the operators on administration of first aid, who in turn disseminate the same to colleagues.
Nimesoma juu ya first responders. First responders ni watu wa kwanza ambao wanashughulikia ajali ambayo imetokea. Na tumeenda seminar, tumesoma, na kwa kweli hiyo seminar imetusaidia sana. Katika Embu County so far, more than 80 riders wamesomeshwa na St. John Ambulance.
It is envisaged that the coordination spearheaded by the 3 partner organizations in their respective areas through the county steering groups and other national government agencies tasked with disaster mitigation will be a game changer on disaster preparedness and mitigation in Kenya.
We had CSG meeting in terms of where we deliberate on issues related to mitigation measures to support the communities. So RACIDA played a major role in terms of facilitation of these meetings.
We were able to reach unreached communities. We were able to gain popularity with the government because we have always been at the forefront whenever they have emergencies, coordination meetings, especially sometimes they come, you might find special CSG meetings.
To increase the in-house fundraising ability of the 3 first responders, the project improved existing social enterprises as an alternative source of income from donor funds to guarantee sustainability of their disaster preparedness.
We have also achieved from the projects, as we said, the social entrepreneur aspect to do resource mobilization.
We have managed to start an income generating activity of renting our office that is located in Merti.
Fanikisha Kabili Janga came to us. It identified our gaps as an organization. It has built our capacity as a whole. And from the capacities, we are able to respond to disasters faster, also in a coordinated manner. We also are able to raise more resources to respond to disasters. From the resources, we are able to build resilient communities.